Hi Jens, how are you doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Gerald, Ginger Gerald Stitcher, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back and enjoying my videos if you enjoy them. If you are new or returning, I hope if you like the video content that I'm putting out, that you make sure you hit the thumbs up like button, and you're willing to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Both of those things definitely helps out my channel and the videos to get out to a wider audience, and based on the YouTube algorithm that no one ever can figure out, and makes sure that the content that is out there gets to a larger audience and helps us all in the process. So thank you all for coming back to my channel. And if you like planning videos, this one's for you. If you don't like planning videos, stick around if you're interested. If not, I'll see you on the next video. But I am not a planner, especially, let me take that back. I am a planner, except when it comes to my crafting. I don't like to plan my cross stitch plans and my whips and all that kind of stuff. However, I know many of you like these kind of videos, and so I'd like to have some kind of idea as far as what I'm going to be doing in the future, just not when and specifics and how. Because when I start to do that, it starts to feel like work. And I don't like my crafting to feel like work, because this is supposed to be enjoyment for me, and I have enough work to do at work. I don't need my crafting to also feel like work. So for me, this is it's supposed to be relaxation time to de-stress from work. Not that my work is all that stressful, but you know what I mean. So today's video is all about the projects that I plan on starting or hope to start in 2020, because 2019 is about over. So I've done a video on the projects that are going into 2020 that I've already started. This is the projects that I would like to start that I've had in my stash for a really long time for a lot of these projects. And I have been wanting and urging to start them. I just haven't had the right time because I've had massive projects on the go. And I'm one of those people that I can't have too many projects on the go at the same time. So this guy has been a weight lifted off my shoulders, not in a bad sense, just that because of him, I've been able to start a lot of other projects. My Autumn Forest Quaker was a result of the fact that because I finished Henry, I was able to start Autumn Forest Quaker, and I've already finished that one. So I'm going to have a lot more freedom and ability to start some other new things this year because of these other projects that are getting finished. I don't like to have a lot of projects on the go, just because then I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of progress on those pieces. And since I do such large projects to begin with, I like to make sure that I want to see progress. And if I have too many pieces on the go, I don't get to see progress because I want to be touching all my pieces. I have one piece from last year, one piece that I didn't touch all of this last year because I was working on him and I didn't get to work on it. So because of that, I definitely want to have an opportunity to work on my main pieces that I'm taking into 2020. And my plans in 2020 are not to start anything new right away. So I'm not going to have a new year, new start, like many of you like to do. My plans for my new year, new start is to restart, not that I'm restarting it, but pull back out my chatelaine that was my new year, new start from 2 years ago, and to restart the engines on that one. So that is going to be my new year, new start in 2020, is to start my chatelaine over, not start it over again, but bring it back out from the closet. So I'm going to be working on my chatelaine for New Year's once I get home from my travels. So that is going to be the plan going forward, is work on my chatelaine, and then definitely be working on the projects that I have on the go. So the pieces that I'm going to be showing you in this video are going to be fit in whenever I feel the urge to start a new project. I don't know when that will be. I would like to start most of these projects, if not all of them, this year. However, there's no guarantee that I'll start any of them this year. I don't know. But these are the ones that I have pulled out of my drawers and said, these are the ones I would like to see started this year. That's not to say that something else might come along and I might get the urge to start something else as well. So, without further ado, and you know what? I just realized that there's one more project I didn't pull out. So, hold on, please. Okie dokie. That was quick. I knew exactly where it was at. And since my drawer is right there. Okay, so the first one that I would like to start is and this one has been calling to me for a while now, but because I had my bell pull on the go, that's not the picture that I want. Here is the picture that I want. Because I had my Jacobean bell pull on the go, I couldn't start this because this is going to go on the same frame that my Jacobean bell pull was on. So this is the Butternut Road. What is this called? Butternut Road Celtic Banner. I picked this up when I was in Minnesota a year ago, a little over a year ago. And this is what it looks like. So this is the Butternut Road Celtic Banner. I am going to be stitching this on the exact same fabric that I stitched the Jacobean bell pull on. And that is a 40 count white Verdal even weave that I coffee dyed, that I coffee dipped. So this is a white, it's a white Verdal even weave, 40 count, that I just dipped in coffee and hung to dry. And that is what I'm going to stitch the Celtic banner on. So and I already pre-cut and measured and pre-cut the fabric. I even did the I sewed around the edges with my sewing machine to make sure that they don't fray. I've been ready to go for this one for a while now. So that is, and it's a pretty big piece, as you can see by the fabric. So there you go. That is the plan for that one. I'm looking forward to starting that one. It's already even in a project bag ready to go. So I just need to get some progress on something so then I can feel comfortable being ready to start something, if that makes sense. So, Celtic Banner by Butternut Road. Number 1. Number 2 is, I got this for my birthday. from Bubmy, Angie at Bubmy. She has her own channel. And this is the Vickery collection, counted cross stitch, world globes. And you can tell I love my globes. There's 2 of them there. I have globes all over the place. This is actually smaller. This is a fairly small design. This is only 172 by 102. So this is one I actually was even thinking about starting this last year, 2019, and then I decided not to. But I'd love to start this one this coming year. I even have some fabrics that are ready to go. It's either going to go on a 32 count dark sand by XU Designs, or it's going to go on a 46 count because, you know, that's not anything different, which is called Light Terracotta by XU Designs. So not sure which one it'll be. I haven't decided yet. It could go on either one. I think either one will look really cool. But I'll decide here soon whenever I'm ready to start. So that's project number 2 that will be started. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Now, one that I have absolutely wanted to start ever since I bought it and I have yet to do is Amsterdam by Eva Rosenstand. So this is an Eva Rosenstand kit that I bought on clearance. And I cannot wait to start this. This is stitched on I think it's a 30 count linen. I could be totally wrong, but I'm not going to pull it out to figure that out right at the moment. But that is what it looks like. It's a fairly large piece, so that's why I have been hesitant to start it, just because it is so large. But I'm looking forward to starting that one. That is number 3. Now these other 2, those first 3 definitely I would love to start this year. These other 2 are, yeah, maybe they'll get started this year. Number 1 is a Realist kit, because I've done a Realist kit each year for the last 2 years. And this is because the last 2 bonsais that I've owned have died. This is about the only bonsai tree that I can keep alive, would be a cross stitch one. So this is called With Compliments of Longevity. It's Realist Kit 1037. And I'd love to hang this up in my garden area. So I love stitching the Realist kits. I love working with the wools most of the time. So I would love to work on this. It's not that big either. It's only 144 by 187 stitches, so it wouldn't take all that long. So we'll see. And I might even consider not even doing that circle in the back, just only doing the tree itself. And the last one that I have picked out for a potential for this year, this one I bought on eBay. It's a discontinued kit by Teresa Wentzler, and it's the Millennium. What is this called? I think it's just called Millennium. And this was the design that she created for the turn of the century, so 2000. And I love this kit. And whenever I first learned about this a couple years ago, I like went on eBay and bought it right away and got it for a really good deal too. And it says, with the Lord, one day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as one day. So Genesis. And I love I think this is all stitched over one. So this is stitched on a 28 count even weave. I just think it's such a neat design. And the only thing is that I would probably change the year to 2020. Or something like that, depending upon when I get it done. I don't think it would take all that long for me to stitch. It's not that complex of a design for my standards, so we'll see. But definitely think it's a really neat design. The kit's already sorted out and everything, so it wouldn't be anything to get started. So that is definitely a contender to get started. Something different. And I love working on kits like this just because I was actually just thinking about it the other night, because I remember the very first time I started, whenever I first came back to cross stitch, and I started my old world map stitch, and it was just such a neat design to work on, and I liked working on those kind of kits sometimes. It's just such a nice change of pace to work on kits like that. So I like working on kits like that because it's so different than working on a pattern with floss that is not a kit. So it's just different. For me, it feels different than working on any other projects. So I would like to go back to that. Plus, I've never done a Teresa Wentzler. I have another Teresa Wentzler that was also a potential start this year. It's one of her Egyptian designs, and that might come out too. Who knows? So we'll have to wait and see. So yeah. But there you go. Those are my potential new starts for 2020. And of course, who knows what else might come up this year that will potentially come out of the woodwork. So I hope you like this video. Those are my potentials. If there's one that you specifically would like me to start, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas and your wishes for me to start. Especially from those 5. And if there's anything else that you've seen me talk about on my videos in the past that you'd like to see me pull out, let me know as well. And until I see you again, enjoy your stitching. And as always, don't forget to always be creative.